So in today's session, we're going to look at a concept called a loop in Python. A few weeks ago, we looked at branching statements using if, elif, and really the way they work is quite simple. If a condition is true, execute the code within that particular block. With a while loop, it's a similar principle. In a while loop, while the condition in the brackets is true, then execute the code in the block. And what we're trying to introduce here is a little mechanism to ensure that the age entered by the user is between 11 and 18. So all I've done here is use the keyword while, and in brackets I've said while age is less than 11 or age is greater than 18. And to get into that loop in the first instance, I have to create a variable, an int variable called age, and I set it equal to 0. So straight away that gets us inside the loop because the variable age is equal to 0, and that meets one of the conditions inside that loop. So that is true then. And then inside the loop, we're asking the user to enter their age. And remember, because in all programming languages, anything you enter into the console, which is this area here, is treated as what's known as a string, which is letters or numbers. That you have to tell Python that it's going to be a number. You want to treat it as a number. And to do that, you put the keyword int in front of the input statement. So you convert it to an int, and then you assign it to a variable age. This line here then essentially just checks if the variable that you entered, the data that you entered into the variable age, if it's either less than 11 or greater than 18, then you want to output to the screen. You want to output to the screen that they have entered the incorrect age. And then the way a loop works, a loop will just continue to run the code. And before it runs the code, the next time, it will check the value of, in this case, the value of the variable age. So while age is less than 11 or greater than 18, it will continue to ask this user to enter their age again. So let's just see how that works in practice. Now you could comment this code out. So just put a little hashtag in. So I'm just going to put a hashtag in just to comment that code out, so it doesn't run up whenever I'm trying to just test this bit of code. Then I'm just going to click run. So what is your age? If I put in 19, or if I put in 10, it's going to keep asking me to enter the correct age. So if I put in 12, then it's asking for a name later on in the code. I've commented name out at the top of this bit of code, and it's thrown in there because it sees name down at the bottom and it doesn't know what to do with it. So what I could do is, just to make sure that it all works, let me put name and gender back in. So you see it working properly with no errors. So if I click run, so what is your name? Let's say Billy. He always gets a good hit. Male. Age 10. It'll ask it again. 19. And if I put in 16, then it should work. So I'd like you to just attempt that, and you can play about with the age, the permitted ages. And we'll have a look at it after half term, how to use different types of loop. Okay, thank you.